YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Duke, back here from Sportsgamerz.com, and in today's Madden 23 tip video, I'm going to break down a gun bunch money play that absolutely shreds the defense. So, let's get into it. Now, we just had a huge patch, a huge gameplay patch, probably going to be the biggest one we see this year. It's quite possible. And with this patch, there's been some changes, but I will say man coverage is still kind of the meta of what you're seeing a lot. And this play right here, dig return, is absolutely one of my favorite plays in the entire game. So let's get into how to run this play. It's got a lot of very effective routes to attack the man-to-man meta. So spinner, I'm still going to say that's going to be a very, very common defense you see. So we're going to move the ball back, give ourselves some space. You do want to have your bunch on the wide side of the field when running this play. As a reminder, guys, I do free Madden 23 tip videos. I do gameplays. I do news on my channel. If you enjoy this content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Drop us a like on the video. Let's try to get to 250. If we can get to 250, I will post another gun bunch money play for you guys. And any comment, literally you can say anything at all, helps me out a lot too in the YouTube algorithm. Now, this dig return play, it's in a lot of books. I'm just in the Detroit Lions book in this video if you guys want to know specifically the one I'm using. It doesn't make a huge difference. Isn't a lot. Now here's spinner. As you guys can see, got the tight end manned up. Now, I will say, you can run this play stock, right? You don't have to make any adjustments. I actually like to have my best receiver, though, as the outside receiver in the bunch when running this, because his double move route is actually really, really effective against man if you get time. But when they're blitzing you like this, you do want to have some quick reads. So, this guy, even though he's manned up on the tight end, unless they literally just move him out over here, chances are if he stays in his standard spot, which is kind of like more in this area, you can just quick throw this drag, especially if you have used the freeform passing. Just hit L2 or LT and lead it up into the outside. That's a free 5 to 10 yards every time. I highly recommend checking out Sportsgamerz.com. This is where I post all my premium content for Madden 23. I have offensive and defensive eBooks, schemes, plus I do 4 to 6 premium tips every week in the Madden Vault to keep you guys ahead of the game. Our best offer yet is the Sportsgamerz Madden VIP membership. This is the best Madden membership anywhere on the net, the best content at the best price. You get access to the entire site for only $24.99. This means all of our eBooks, all of our Madden Vault tips, plus you even get access to our meta reports and our exclusive VIP members-only community. I also do one-on-one coaching as well for you guys that are interested in that. See you at Sportsgamerz.com. If you're serious about winning more games, I will post a link in the description as well as in the comments. Now, guys, maybe they make some adjustments to try to take this away. Maybe they man the tight end up and move the guy out further. They could throw a hard flat out there. Whatever the case they try to do, let's say that you have not really a good opportunity to throw that quick pass to the flat. That is completely fine on this play. You do have other reads on this play. As you guys can see here, this double move route is extremely good against man coverage. That is why I said put your best receiver there. You do need a little bit more time for that route to develop. And you also have to make sure that you're throwing it in an area that the safety can't get to. But if you key in over here, this is Samuel. See, he gets off that press, and then he kind of just breaks out, then in, gets a nice separation. That's another route that you can easily freeform in there. Another thing you could see them potentially do is just man the tight end up, but then just go kind of like user the quick flat pass over here. If you see that, another really, really quick and easy read is just over the middle of the field on this little dig/in. That's more of an anticipation throw. That's another route that's actually pretty good to freeform. If there's tight space, you can freeform it down to get it away from the defender. Now, the last route I want to focus on in this play against this defense is actually this route by the outside bunch receiver. Now, this route is actually really, really, really effective, especially if there's no hard flats over there. Guys, this route typically gets a really good separation against man coverage once it breaks it outside, as you guys can see there. That's a corner with ability versus just an average receiver. If you guys take a look at this replay, you're going to see that on the break outside, we just get extreme separation here. He's wide open. Look, he breaks in hard. The DB reacts to that cut. Then he breaks back out. This is absolutely going to be a dot. I just want to show you guys what I'm talking about. Like, we don't have the best receivers. Samuel is okay. The rest of them are not that great, yet still, as you guys can see here, we're able to, we're doing pretty good separation here against some pretty solid defensive players on the Cowboys. Now, I don't want you guys to think that this is only a money play for man coverage. While every route on this play is actually really good against the defenses most people use, which is a lot of man, this is a good play to use against zone too. So, for instance here, you might say to yourself, well, what if they just cover 2 blitz me, right? DB fire is another pretty common play from Dollar that people will try to run, and this is actually going to be really effective against that. So here's the DB fire. Now the thing that's so good about this play against DB fire is you can just throw that to the tight end in the flat pretty much every time unless they do a hard flat or zone drop that. Now, even if they do take him away, maybe they man this guy up on him and keep the flat over there, whatever adjustment they make. The thing about this play that's so nice is this route gets open pretty much, honestly, against every defense if you get good at throwing it. Because, remember, we actually have the tight end hitting the flat. So even though there's a flat defender that you might think would take this right away, because the tight end hits the flat first, our receiver is cutting in first before he cuts out. See how he's cutting in right now? But the flat defender is already kind of worried about the tight end. Once he breaks back out, he's going to be in this open spot right here. And the other good thing about this is, remember, we have this little dig/in route by the slot. So when he hook zones or potential user defenders, they have to stay at home in the middle. So like, let's say here, this guy right here, the hook zone, he was the user, or maybe this guy was. Either hook zone was the user, and they just completely bailed to go run with this route right here because we've hit them with it once or twice, and you could just throw it to the in route over the middle field. Kind of same thing over here. I mean, depending upon the zone coverage, if they just ignore this guy, you could potentially hit him cutting back as well. Now, this is something that will also work if they don't blitz us too. Like, even if they just play cover 3, you might say, well, what if they just play cover 3 with hard flats? Like, wouldn't that work? And again, no, because at the end of the day, they have to make a choice here. As you guys can see there, that was a very easy dot. The reason why that worked is, again, remember, tight end is always the first read. So I see that they do have a hard flat, that's fine. But remember, just because they have a hard flat, this guy right here, 11, on kind of the whip type route, he's going to get open and the break back out. Now, because, let's just say this was the user, right? This guy, will pretend he was the user. He decides to go ahead and guard that. Well, then the in route is going to be open back the middle of the field. And you could take it a step further and say, well, okay, let's say that they just stay at home over the middle of the field with their user. Like here, let's just stay at home. We're not going to do that this time. Well, then here we go. Here we go. And as you guys can see on that last example, the flat was open as well. This play is super effective against pretty much any sort of coverage you can draw up. It's actually one of the better red zone plays to use in the game. You could even go a little bit more aggressive here with this overstorm, and you're going to see that it's going to work on that as well. Remember, guys, anytime you're going up against these man-to-man meta blitzes, they still work after a lot of them still work after the patch, guys. I'm not going to say all of them do. There were a few small changes to some of the blitzes out there, but Overstorm, Brave, and Spinner, they're still very viable defenses. You can quickly throw in the flat against the majority of man-to-man blitzes out there, and even if you just get that 5, maybe 10 yards at the most, that's still good. But look, you guys who are going to still see this defense still works. Look, you still got guys coming free. And yes, you can pick it up, if you know what to do. But still, this defense is going to be something you need to worry about. And the quick pass is really good. The double move on the outside is really good as well. So is the whip. I mean, all these routes are really nice to attack man coverage, as you guys can see here. This double move is absolutely nasty against man coverage once you get the timing down on it. Even when they press you, as long as you know how to throw it off with the jam, it's going to be there. But my first read is definitely the flat. And then I kind of look to the quick in/whip. And then I go to the double move last. Once you get the timing down, you can throw it a bit quicker, as I just did there. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been one of my favorite plays in Gun Bunch to beat man-to-man in the blitz all year. Wanted to share it with you guys. If you like it, make sure to smash that like button. Until next time, it's Duke.